Here's something your fitness app will never tell you. The workout you did this morning? It didn't burn your belly fat. It just filed a request. The actual fat burning, the deep, visceral kind wrapped around your liver and heart, that happens tonight, while you're unconscious. And whether it happens at all depends entirely on what you do in the 3 hours before you close your eyes. Most people go to bed exhausted, thinking they've done enough. They haven't, not because they didn't work hard, but because they never gave their body permission to finish the job. This script is that permission slip. Let's start with the biology most fitness culture gets completely wrong. Exercise does not burn visceral fat directly. This is not an opinion, it's physiology. When you train, your body improves insulin sensitivity, releases stress hormones, and registers that stored energy will be needed later. That's it. The workout is the memo. The execution happens at night. During deep sleep, roughly a 7 to 8 hour window, the body runs its most energy-intensive maintenance operations: tissue repair, cellular cleanup, and fat oxidation, specifically targeting the visceral fat that no amount of crunches can reach. This is the metabolic window most people never open correctly. But here's the catch. This window doesn't open automatically. Your body enters every night with a decision to make. It can stay in storage mode, preserving fat, managing blood sugar, running on low-grade inflammation, or it can flip into burn mode, using stored fat as fuel, repairing damaged tissue, restoring hormonal balance. 2 completely different nights, same number of hours. The decision comes down to 2 hormones, cortisol and insulin. Cortisol is your daytime manager. It keeps you alert, reactive, and focused on survival. It's an excellent hormone for daylight, but it has no off switch of its own. It waits for environmental signals to tell it the day is done. Insulin is your storage hormone. Every time food enters your system, insulin rises, and while insulin is elevated, your body has a standing order: do not touch stored fat. External fuel is available. Wait. Now here's where it gets critical. When cortisol and insulin fall, the night shift team arrives: growth hormone and glucagon. These are the hormones responsible for repair, recovery, and fat burning. But they are not aggressive hormones. They are cautious ones. They only enter when the body feels genuinely safe. No stress signals, no incoming food, no bright light screaming that it's noon. If cortisol and insulin don't drop, growth hormone never shows up. And if growth hormone never shows up, visceral fat stays exactly where it is, protected, untouched, waiting. This is why 2 people can follow identical diets and training programs for months and get completely different results. It's not genetics, it's not metabolism, it's the evening. One person's hormonal shift happens on time, the other person's doesn't. That's the entire difference.
So what's keeping cortisol on the clock? 3 things, and if you recognize yourself in even one of them, you found your leak. First, blue light exposure after dark. Your brain evolved to use light as its biological clock. Screens, LEDs, and overhead lighting after sunset tell your nervous system it's the middle of the afternoon. Cortisol cannot clock out because the environment keeps saying the day isn't over. This isn't metaphor, this is neuroscience. The light signal reaches your brain's hypothalamus and physically delays melatonin release, which means delayed cortisol drop, which means delayed fat burning, every single night. Second, work bleeding into the evening. Notifications, unread emails, mental replaying of conversations. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a threatening predator and an unfinished to-do list. Both activate the sympathetic nervous system. Both keep cortisol elevated. You may feel tired, but tired and recovered are 2 completely different states. You can sleep for 8 hours inside a stress response and wake up more inflamed than when you went to bed. Third, eating late. Every meal raises insulin. Every snack raises insulin. Late eating isn't just a calorie issue. It's a hormonal instruction. While insulin is present, the body is in receiving mode, not releasing mode. Visceral fat is biologically locked. The kitchen needs to close early, not as punishment, but as a biological signal. The hunting phase is over. Now for the part that actually changes things. The body doesn't need to be forced into fat-burning mode. It needs to be guided. There's a sequence, a slope, that moves your nervous system out of daytime activation and into nighttime repair. Every step in this sequence sends a specific signal. Taken together, they give your biology clear instructions. The shift has changed. Burn. 3 to 4 hours before sleep, stop eating. Lower the insulin. Tell your body that external fuel has stopped arriving. 2 hours before sleep, change the lighting. Warm, dim, amber-toned. Make your environment look like sunset. This is not aesthetic preference, it's endocrine input. 90 minutes out, take a hot shower or bath. This sounds counterintuitive because deep sleep requires a cool core temperature, but the heat draws blood to the skin, and when you step out into a cooler room, your core temperature drops sharply, mimicking the natural temperature decline that follows sunset. That drop is a powerful cortisol suppressor. 60 minutes before sleep, close your mental loops. Write tomorrow's tasks by hand. Offload every recurring thought onto paper. The brain clings to unfinished business. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect. Once it's written, the brain receives confirmation that nothing is being forgotten. That's often enough to release the baseline anxiety keeping cortisol alive. 30 minutes out, breathe with an extended exhale. Longer exhales directly activate the vagus nerve, shifting your nervous system from fight or flight into rest and repair. This is the final signal, the clearest one. It tells your body the day is done. You are safe. Hand over control. When this sequence is followed, something stops requiring effort. You don't have to try to burn fat. You don't have to fight hunger. You don't have to override your body, because a body that has received the correct signals in the correct order will do exactly what it was designed to do. Spend the night in repair mode, drawing on visceral fat as fuel, rebuilding tissue, reducing inflammation, and restoring hormonal balance. This is the message that gets buried under every crash diet and punishing workout plan. Your body is not broken. It is not slow. It is not working against you. It is waiting for the right conditions. The evening is not recovery time. It is active biology. And when you treat it that way, when you stop treating sleep as the absence of your day and start treating it as the most important metabolic event of your 24-hour cycle, everything changes. Not because you worked harder, because you finally stopped interrupting the process. If this reframe shifted something for you, if you're realizing that the missing variable wasn't effort, it was alignment, then the next step is understanding the deeper mechanics, insulin resistance, cortisol rhythms, autophagy, and how each one connects to the sleep you're already getting. Subscribe and stay close to the channel. The results are already inside your biology. We're just here to stop blocking them.